Hello and welcome to another episode of The Wave. This is your host, Don Texan, coming at you live from my living room here in Port Alberni. Today I have a very special guest who I'm so glad to meet and be my friend. She's going to share with you her wonderful Alberni Valley experience, and let's get into that right now. I would like to introduce to you Karen Singh. Hello, Karen. Welcome to the
Hello.
show.
How's everybody out there?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming to be with us on the show, and we're gonna get right into it. So, I obviously you were not born in Canada. So let's start from there.
No.
Where were you born, darling?
Well, I was born in Leamington Spa, England.
Ooh, I'm an Anglophile. I love England. Have you met the Queen,
Actually, no. Just
or
on
have you
TV.
seen the Queen?
Just
But I
on
think
TV. Just
you've
on
seen the
TV.
Queen in person.
No, just on TV.
Oh, really?
Yes.
England's not that big. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So you grew up for the most part in England.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then when did you come to Canada?
1979, and I was
Okay,
about 16.
okay.
Mhm.
And what was your landing point in Canada?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Okay.
Yes.
And then from there, how long did you stay in Winterpeg? Oh, Winnipeg.
Yeah, Winterpeg, all right.
Yeah, what was your
Yeah.
experience?
So
Like,
is
tell us
that,
a little
so
bit
is
about
that,
the Winnipeg experience. That's another way. Winnipeg, I don't want to be there experience.
that's exactly
Sorry,
what we
I
were.
have to apologize to the people. I have lots of friends in Winnipeg, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
from what I hear, I don't want to be there. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah. So 1980, we came to BC. We moved to Vancouver, 1980.
okay.
Yeah.
And you tell me you went to Surrey for a while. How long were you in Surrey?
Oh, I've been living in Surrey for like a long time, like good couple of decades anyway.
Okay.
Well, yeah, yeah. So before that,
And
I lived in like Richmond. Yeah, Richmond, pretty much. Richmond.
oh,
Yeah,
so
that's
you were in Richmond and in Surrey as well.
yes, yes, yes. Oh,
Okay.
I'm forgetting something. We lived in Richmond first, and then we got my dad got a job in the railroad, right? And we moved to Pitt Meadows. That's where we all sort of spent a lot of time. Well, we spent a decade in Pitt Meadows, Maple Ridge area, which is
Okay.
yes, a decade, about a decade there.
All righty.
Yeah,
So thankfully that's all in the past because now you are in the wave. You are in the wonderful Alberni Valley
yes,
experience. But before we go into that, I would like to clarify a little thing first because obviously you identify as a man, a male, your sexuality, but when you dress up, you identify as a woman. You're
hmm.
addressed as a her or a she, or how does it work?
Well, when I dress up, I identify as a cross dresser.
Mm-hmm.
So you could
And
say a man, you could say a man or a woman.
okay, but the name
Actually.
Karen, is that your real name, Karen?
No, that's not my real name. No, no.
Okay, is that your cross-dresser name then?
Yes, yes, that's my femdom name, I guess.
Okay, so there's a femdom name. So like
Yeah,
I was trying to clarify with you before we started, like you're like me, I dress up, but I still identify as a man and I
yeah,
don't change my name. I could change my name to Donna, but Dawn's still nice. I could change my name to Dawn, Dawn, to be a femdom name.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm happy with my name, Dawn, and I'm happy with my fashion choices as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
Well, I know you are one of the few people I know who are brave enough to, be yourself and be all that you want to be right here
Yeah.
as you continue with your wonderful Alberni Valley experience. So tell us a
Uh-huh.
little bit about that part of you that, you say you're a cross dresser. You come
Yes,
out as Karen to the
yeah,
public, and that's how I met you. I met you as Karen.
yes, yes.
So tell me a little bit about that, a background a bit about that. Like, how does it work?
Well, I like just dressing and going out. It's very simple actually. I feel very comfortable when I'm dressed up and I'm going out. I
Mm-hmm.
feel very comfortable, you know. Yeah, that's it's a very simple thing for me anyway. I feel very
Okay.
comfortable. I go out, I dress up. That's it.
Okay, so next curiosity of mine is where do you get your clothes?
Oh, mostly from secondhand store, you know, Value Village. What do you call that? The other one, the one over here.
Salvation Army, thrift
Salvation
store.
Army, yes, yeah.
Uh-huh.
There, I've bought something from there, and then some other MCC thrift store like that. You know, always, pretty much always secondhand stores. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Actually, I'm going to be doing a tour. I used to do tours when I was in Surrey. I used to go
Uh-huh.
to all the secondhand stores, many as I could go to, but I want to do another one. I want to go back to the mainland. Although there are, you know, there's some here too, but I want to go back to the mainland to get some more clothes and stuff like that. I want to get some more.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Well, there
was,
are nice stores around here. There's the Forever New, which is a secondhand store. I got some of my outfits from there.
oh yeah.
It used to be owned by my friend Carol Ann, but she now owns a steam park and she sold it. But it's still there, the Forever New. It's
Okay.
along Argyle. And of course, there are, nice fashion shops around here like Gales and Funk Trunk and
Right, right.
Bellamy and so many others. There's the Bluefish Gallery has nice selections as well.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm not here to plug. I'm here to talk about your wonderful Alberni Valley experience. So let's get into it. Like, how did you come to Port Alberni? Why Port Alberni? There's Qualicum, there's Parksville, there's Nanaimo, there's Duncan. Why the
Well,
wonderful Alberni Valley?
all right. It's because it was to do with the real estate prices at that time when I was looking around, right? So this was the best area to come to for real estate, cheapest real estate. Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
that's what
So
happened.
you were able to buy a house. And
Yes,
that's one of the main reasons that you were attracted to Port Alberni.
yes,
So you've come to Port Alberni and I take it you bought a house.
yes, yes.
So why wasn't I invited to the housewarming party? Because you didn't know me yet.
I didn't even have one actually.
I'm joking. Anyway, I'll invite you one time, then you invite me another time. Anyways, so you bought a house, and how are you? What is your experience so far? What is your wonderful Alberni Valley experience so far? Living here for 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years now. 2 years
Hmm.
in September, yeah.
So how has it been for you? The
It's been okay.
community, the people?
Yeah, it's been okay. I've met like the people I met through like music, right? So other than that, I haven't met anybody outside the music circle. Really, I haven't. Well, I kind of know my neighbor here. I do know my neighbor. That's about it, really. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a fairly quiet person, right? I'm not. I mean, I make friends, but like I'm very quiet. Yeah. Very
Have you
polite.
experienced any kind of hostility or some kind of, some people who are not comfortable with, us
Yeah.
or the way you are? Have you
Uh,
experienced a little bit of it?
well, a little bit. You know, it's actually Don. It's actually been very good. You know, I have to say,
I am glad to hear that.
been very good. Actually, you know, I give it a like a 9 out of 10. Been very,
Wow, that
yeah.
is so wonderful to hear. Even I can barely recall, and there's a little bit here and there. I can count maybe with the fingers of one hand, and it's not
Uh-huh.
even full. How many times I've been, I don't know, teased or not even harassed, actually, just teased or like a small comment or negative comment. I
Yeah.
think the worst was from a little boy, actually. He was with his mom. His mom needs to educate her little boy because I was coming to QF and the little boy was standing there asking for donations of some sort. And I was coming
Oh,
there with my nice tank top and my Daisy Duke shorts, as flamboyant as I usually am. And I could
mhm.
distinctly hear him say, as I was coming close to him, he said, yuck. Oh my God.
Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said, yuck.
That's
And then
awesome.
I looked at him and he was a little fat boy. Oh, he was the F word, forgive me. Anyway, he was a little plump boy.
Okay.
I wanted to get back at him. I say, oh, when he said, yeah, I said, that's no way to talk about your mother. Well, I took the higher ground. I just kept quiet and smiled back at him. And I went around
Yeah,
and
that's what
gave
it
my
is.
donation to the other boy.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, for me though, I basically I just get people looking at you, right? You know, they'll look at you, then they look away, and then you know what they're saying. They're probably saying something nasty or whatever, right? That's
Well, for all
basically
you
all I've
know,
seen.
they're saying, "Oh, how come he dresses better than me?"
Well, it could be that. I don't know, right? You don't know what they're thinking, right? That's the thing.
Well, I like to think, just put a positive spin on it. They see me there and say, "Oh, he works better in heels than I do." Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. That's probably what they're saying. Yeah, that's probably what.
Well, anyway, we did meet. We met at the socials. How do you learn about the coffee socials, by the way? Through
Uh,
Facebook?
huh? I can't remember how I. Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah, we met at the
I can't
Bird
remember how I
Beans.
found out. I can't remember how I found
Or
out.
maybe they invited you because they saw you at the Kingsway. So they used to hang out at the
Yeah,
Kingsway.
but I can't remember. I don't know what.
Okay. Now, as far as I know, you are having a wonderful time here in Port Alberni, right?
Yes.
Because now you're involved with something very interesting and something very exciting that I was supposed to see last Friday, but because of some technical issues, I got a ticket on backstage or whatever, back door or whatever. I paid $5 to see your concert with
Uh-huh.
Panamore. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with this band, Panamore.
Well, I met Robbie a little while back, 3 months ago. I went to the house and got introduced myself and everything, and since then I've been with the band, right? And
And you play
I play the drums.
the drums. Is
Yeah,
that the
hum
only
drum.
instrument you play?
Well, I play a little guitar as well, right? I play a
Okay, yeah, I
little.
can see your guitars over there.
Yeah.
But
So
but in the band, primarily or principally, you
I'm
played the
I'm the drummer. Yes, yes,
yes,
yeah,
and I understand you did your first online performance at Charles Landing
yes.
through backstage or backdoor, broadcasting or whatever,
I think
and
the back door. Yes,
the
yes,
back door,
yeah.
and I think it was only
Side door,
$5,
side
and
door,
I heard
side
it
door,
was a sorry.
side door. Sorry, it's called side door.
Oh, side door. Okay, whatever. It was an online thing. But the name, more important, the name of the band was Panamore,
One
and this
more.
was started by Panmore, and it was started by Robbie, my good friend
Yeah,
Robbie, and you're in there with Bronwyn and Jeff and Robbie and yourself as
that's it.
Panmore, and you play the drums, and you stage your first show called Alice in Wonderland, Upside Down in Wonderland.
Upside down in Wonderland.
Upside Down in Wonderland, and your character again, sorry, my memory fails me. You played the character of.
I am the Red Queen in Upside
Okay,
Down in Wonderland. Yeah,
okay, you're the one who says off with their head and stuff like that.
yes, yes.
How many songs was that in the whole show?
Okay, it was 16 songs.
Wow,
Yeah,
16 songs, and the show was about 2 hours, an hour and a half.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
an hour and 45 minutes, probably something like that.
Well, I hear you have another show coming up
Yes,
on.
It's a live sort of show at the park where Robbie lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So is it a sort of like a free concert for the neighbors?
yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not going to be a side door thing or a back door thing
No,
or whatever.
no, I don't think so. All I know
Oh,
is that we're doing a little live gig there. So
okay.
yes.
So how has that experience been for you? I mean, you obviously love working with the people you're working with, Robbie and Jeff and Bronwyn.
Hmm. Oh, I
O-
love it. Great. I love it.
Okay. So tell
Yeah.
me a little bit backstory. Like, what are rehearsals like? I mean, how aren't people like criticizing you? I mean, you're supposed to be social distancing, and there you are in a one house practicing in the band or whatever. So what's
Yeah.
your explanation for that?
Well, I know that I know that I don't go much of anywhere. I sort of I'm isolated already actually. So, and I'm pretty sure those the rest of the band, they don't much. They're careful as well, right? So they're very careful.
Hmm.
You know,
So, yeah, pre-COVID, were you working or were you involved with any other thing before the COVID thing?
before the COVID thing, not really. It was just jamming at the Kingsway. That's about it. Yeah, I wasn't
But
involved in anything.
so are you retired or semi-retired or are you working?
Semi-retired, semi-retired.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's nice.
I would say I would like to say that I am semi-retired.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you don't really have to work being
Well, I'm
what
not working right now. I'm not working right now, but I'm gonna have to work sooner or later, right? So
okay. So
yeah.
prior to the whole thing, so what was your line of work before all this
Oh,
stuff?
okay. Sorry, I worked for Home Depot. Actually, I was at Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. Sorry.
And okay, so before your semi-retirement, you were working as an associate in Home Depot.
Yes, yes.
What is your educational background though?
Well, my educational background is mechanics. I trained in auto mechanics a very long time ago, so I
But do you
know
still
some.
understand like the rudiments and the basics of an engine or
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah,
so I
I
can come to you for an oil change?
you can dare. You can come to me for an oil change. Yes.
Well, what about
Oh,
so when an auto mechanic is that like exclusively just for the engine or do you do other parts of the car
oh no, the other parts,
like a
all the
ball
mechanical
joint or struts or brake pads?
everything, Don,
Oh,
everything.
cool.
Yes.
Or maybe I'll hit you to hook up with you and give you some coffee. Because according to the local shop here, my struts and my ball joints have to be replaced.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they
Well,
did
ball
an
joints are
estimate of everything, the labor and the parts. It's like gonna cost me about $2,000. I'd rather pay
yeah.
you something. I don't know.
Most
We'll
people,
we'll
Don,
work out a deal.
what most people do is they replace their struts. They don't bother with if your steering is okay, it's not that bad. Most people don't even replace the ball joints. They don't, right? It's an old car. You don't want to put too much money in it.
Oh,
What
it's
you
not
want to,
that old. It's a 2008 Jeep Liberty.
yeah, you know.
Anyway, I'll meet up with you. Is it okay if I meet up with you sometime and you give me your second opinion?
Yes, I can. I
Oh,
can.
thank you.
I'll take you for a drive, and I'll let you know what I think of the steering.
Perfect. Okay, I'll get in touch with you off the show.
Yeah, sure.
Well, anyway, we have to come to a close now. Is there anything you would like to share with the audience as far as your personal wonderful Alberni Valley experience? What is the highlight or what is the thing that you love most about Port Alberni?
Well, I mean, generally it's the fresh air and everything, the wonderful scenery, you know, my involvement with this band now, basically that's really all it is, you know. I'm having a great time. I am, and I'm glad to be living here. I just love it here. It's great.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. You are indeed experiencing your wonderful Alberni Valley experience.
Yes.
I was chatting with you the other night, and you said you were excited because after your performance at Charles Landing, you have sort of like this new zeal and new passion and new excitement for this band. So tell me a little bit about that. What are you looking forward to as far as your involvement with the band is concerned?
Oh, I want to do more shows, obviously, and I want to do some recording. You know, actually make some CDs or whatever like that, recording, right, and shows. I'm very
Okay,
looking forward to working with this band, like doing more shows like that.
okay. And
Yeah.
so you shall, because your wonderful Alberni Valley experience will continue. Thank you for being on the show, Robbie. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us and to share your story of your wonderful Alberni Valley experience.
Karen,
All
Karen.
right, stay there. I'm just gonna click off the record button, but before I have to say this. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time on the wave.